A Scottsbluff County jury has found a Gering man guilty of sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, it only took a Scottsbluff County jury one day to find a Gering man guilty of sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl last summer. 45-year-old Mario Blanco was arrested in March on a warrant charging him with first-degree sexual assault of a child, which is a Class 1B felony. Court records say the girl recounted the assault during a forensic interview, and the timeline and events were corroborated by her mother. The jury was seated yesterday morning in district court, and by the end of the day, they returned a guilty verdict. He faces a prison sentence ranging from 20 years to life when he's sentenced on March 27th. Well, 3rd District Congressman Adrian Smith once again serving on the House Ways and Means Subcommittee on Trade, now as the chair. Prior to his appointment last week, Smith discussed with KNEB News the importance of the work being done by the main panel on taxes and other issues, specifically the focus on trade for his subcommittee. He said there's been a lack of focus on trade the past few years, leaving the question of equal access to fester, especially when it comes to agriculture.
That's a problem. That was, President Trump was acutely aware of this and really leaned into the issue. President Biden has really just dialed down the efforts to really focus on trade through enforcing agreements or updating agreements or focusing on new opportunities, new agreements.
Smith says trade has never been more important to consumers and producers, and as chair, he will work with colleagues on both sides of the aisle to ensure we use every trade tool to tackle supply chain and inflation crises, open new markets for American producers, and hold both our trading partners and bad actors accountable. We'll have more news right after this.
Swipe right, swipe left, endlessly searching. Finding the perfect match isn't always perfect, but it can be when it comes to finances. Nora found the perfect business loan. Jenny opened her first savings account. Grammy loves her checking account. We found a match for Wilson Farms. The Sandersons were matched with a mortgage. Regardless of your financial situation, Platte Valley Bank will match you with the perfect solution. Find your match at Platte Valley Bank.
Better sleep and better health can be found at Western Sleep Medicine in Gering. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Welcome back. A bench warrant has been issued for a 26-year-old Terrytown woman after failing to appear for sentencing on Friday morning. Tiffany Anaya had been facing charges including attempted escape, flight to avoid arrest, fentanyl distribution, and meth possession. Ultimately, she pleaded no contest to 4 charges, including distribution of fentanyl and possession with intent to distribute fentanyl. She could face up to 50 years in prison on both convictions and had been slated to be sentenced by District Judge Leo Dobrovolny Friday in Scottsbluff County Court. If you know of Anaya's whereabouts, you are encouraged to contact local law enforcement immediately. Well, a 52-year-old Scottsbluff man facing a trio of felony child sexual assault and abuse charges will not be standing trial. In May, Lonnie J. was charged with first-degree sexual assault of a child less than 12 years old, third-degree sexual assault of a child, and knowingly and intentional child abuse. The victim told forensic interviewers that Jay had assaulted her with his hands over and under her clothing multiple times while living at a Scottsbluff apartment with her mother. Last week in district court, he pleaded no contest to the intentional child abuse charge, and in exchange for his plea, the other 2 felonies were dismissed. He faces up to 3 years in prison when he's sentenced on March 9th. And more felony charges against a Scottsbluff man who was caught with dealer amounts of drugs following a dispute with his girlfriend earlier this month. 19-year-old Aaron Wilder Jr. was arrested on January 8th after Wilder's girlfriend went to the police department to report that he had assaulted her and later struck her car with his vehicle. Officers tracked down Wilder and initiated a traffic stop, which resulted in the discovery of marijuana, methamphetamine, several pills, a digital scale, and more than $1,000 in cash. He was arraigned on 7 felony charges across 2 cases on Friday in district court, including 2 fresh charges of tampering with a witness. A May 23rd pretrial date has been scheduled, and Wilder Jr. has pleaded not guilty to all charges.
Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers will be auctioning the Robert W. Wetchy Estate Ranch on February 9th at the Hemingford Community Building. The ranch will be available in 4 parcels totaling 3,051 acres. Bidding will be available in person or online. Call me, Mike Lashley, or check it out at lashleyland.com.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the FNBO Ag Desk. FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank.
The Dry Edible Bean Day will be held Tuesday, February 7th at the Gering Civic Center. Dan Hinman, president of the Nebraska Dry Bean Growers Association, says of the annual meeting,
It's a chance for producers in the off-season to come learn a little bit about beans, and we look at what some pertinent topics are and get some speakers together. So this year, we'd like to look at markets and where we think we're at and where we might go. So we've got a couple speakers lined up. One specializes in international markets and another in domestic markets. It's Sam Peck and Darren Agard. So, they'll be available to speak and maybe answer some questions for us.
Hinman says there will be plenty of information for growers at the meeting.
We've got Bill Boyer lined up to come and what he sees there with Storm Center at KNEB. So then we work with the University of Nebraska researchers, and they've got their panel of researchers that'll be talking with us. I think we've got weed science and entomology and plant pathology, plant breeder, economists. So, and a chance to get together with the industry and other growers and socialize and share that way too.
The Dry Bean Day will begin at 1 p.m. February 7th at the Gering Civic Center. They will once again be collecting canned beans or other canned goods for donation to the Scottsbluff Gering Soup Kitchen. For more information, go to www.beangrower.com.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
Winter is here, and at Renewal by Andersen, we've gotten used to these words from our clients. Wow, our house is so much warmer with our new windows from Renewal by Andersen. There is no place like home. A warm, comfortable home on a bitter winter night. And Renewal by Andersen's windows installed by our certified professionals can significantly reduce your heating bills, make your home secure, wonderfully warm, and welcoming. Scan that QR code, visit rbawyoming.com now. Warm up at home with Renewal by Andersen this winter. rbawyoming.com.
Well, let's take a look at what's happening on today's community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the people you know and trust.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. Our personalized trust services can help you do just that. You've worked hard to build your legacy, and you want to make sure that gets passed on for generations to come. We offer the professional guidance necessary to ensure that happens, according to your wishes. We pride ourselves in being friendly and professional while offering a highly tailored full line of trust and estate planning services to accommodate you. You belong here.
And finally tonight, during the 30th Annual Nebraska Aviation Council Symposium in Kearney last week, Western Nebraska Regional Airport was awarded with the Project of the Year. The award recognized the airport's 523 runway project that was completed in 2022. Airport Director Raul Aguayo tells KNB News that while Thedford was well deserving of the Airport of the Year award, we had a lot of great projects here in Scottsbluff that deserved recognition as well.
We're putting in for Airport of the Year next year as well because, with our new FBO and our new fuel system and all the good things that we've done with, the new TSA screening machine, I think that, and they said it was a really tough choice. But Anna Lannon is a friend of mine. She's on the committee that chooses. She said, Raw, you can't win them both in 1 year.
Aguayo says he was still very proud to receive the Project of the Year award, considering the project was something that airport officials have fought long and hard to get. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.